In this session, we'll be looking at HR's role in sustainability strategy, better also known as human resources. So, how can human resources drive sustainability? This is a specific model that I want to share with you in terms of integrating sustainability and human resources. First off, we start, and it's suggested that you start by looking at the values, but you use the values as a driver to the strategic initiatives in the organization. If I make it a value-based company, by default, it will become the culture to consider the three elements of sustainability: economic growth, people or society, and the larger environment, green environment. But make it a value-based company. The second one there would be to make sustainability central to the HR portfolio. So this is something that can be driven very strongly through human resources, because human resources, in effect, are responsible for the behavior of employees, the use of water, disposal of waste, whatever the case might be. Looking at specific tools to help with that, and then the corporate social responsibility, critical to succession planning. And then finally, motivating sustainability conscious behavior. So as I mentioned just now, it's all about behavior. Let's put it into practice and break this down a little bit more specifically. If I take a sustainable vision and mission, I align that with my leadership pipeline. In other words, I get people to buy into it. I get this value-based organization. I get that to become core in the organization. Enabling the organizational structure and governance mechanisms. So it's no sense if I only do it on a planning level, which lies there, and I don't enable the actual implementation, which means I might need to make certain structural changes. From that, I enable HR's capabilities, engaging and motivating the workforce. So I find I need a engaged and motivated workforce, and for that I'm going to use human resources, be that through campaigns of awareness, education, training, whatever the case might be, the selection for that matter. Effective change management and organizational learning. So if I go back to this one here, I want to make it a values-based company. Sustainability needs to be central to the HR portfolio. I got to give them tools to help them, focusing on CSR and then also motivating sustainability conscious behavior. This one here, linking to that behavior, ultimately requiring some sort of a change initiative, change management initiative in the organization. These are all critical success factors for implementing sustainable business practices. You want to really change the way in which people are behaving, doing business in the organization. So, when I look at enabling HR capabilities, I'm looking at diversity, using and harnessing diversity. I'm looking at aligning performance management to some goals and objectives related to sustainability, which can be measured in terms of behavioral change. I have a specific framework for that. I got to look at the leadership in the organization, because this needs to be led from the top. The organizational structures needs to be in place, and I have to have specific HR systems and processes that supports this change management, that brings it about, that makes it possible, and ultimately looking at rewards and recognition. So critical success factors for implementing sustainable business practices. So note that this is not just on a planning phase or on a planning level, but also on a level of implementation. Thank you.